After 60 days of not uploading, finally I am back on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kobo. This is Kobo Sports Room, and this is an announcement video for you, and also a Chelsea content, because something is happening at Chelsea. And as Chelsea fans, as content creators, as sports talkers, we need to have a conversation about Chelsea. Yes, I'm back, and then this time around it is going to be back to back to back to back to back. As you can see, there has been a slight changes in my graphics. So the logo has changed, intro video is coming, the short will change and all of that. So I'm making some bit of changes in the graphics. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, you press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform, on X Kobo Sports Room, on TikTok Kobo Sports Room, on IG Kobo Sports Room, on Facebook Kobo Sports Room. Now, let's talk about the Premier League. Of course, the Premier League has come to an end. Arsenal won the Premier League by 85, points, meaning that over the years, the Premier League, you can get like 96 points and then you not win the Premier League. Now, Arsenal is winning the Premier League with 80, 5 points. Manchester City 78 points. So the point gap, or the point tally of winning the Premier League, the levels has dropped a little bit, but Arsenal are still the champions of the Premier League. Goal difference of 44. Manchester City sitting second, Manchester United sitting third, Aston Villa sitting fourth. Aston Villa should have been fifth, and then it will give a room for Bournemouth to qualify for the Champions League, because Aston Villa won the Europa League, but it didn't, go as planned. So because of that, Liverpool are going to the Champions League next season. Bournemouth will be playing Europa League. Sunderland will also be playing Europa League. That is a big achievement for Sunderland, considering where they came from, relegation to Europa League slot. That is investment, because when you watch yesterday's game, Sunderland versus Chelsea, bro, you can see the investment. Diarra, Granit Xhaka, Mokiele, Ronaldo. You can see all the investment. Brian Broby, all these investments Sunderland has done over the years. So they deserve the Europa League slot. Very well. Brighton is also going to Conference League. So England are having 8 representatives in the European competition next season. England has already won the Europa League. That is Aston Villa winning the Europa League. Crystal Palace will be playing the Conference League final with Rayo Vallecano. If Crystal Palace wins the Conference League, Crystal Palace will also automatically go to the Europa League. So let's see what happens. But yes, that is the the countdown, or that is the season under review. What the Premier League table also went out there. Now Bruno Fernandes broke the assist record for the English Premier League. You had Kevin De Bruyne having 20 assists in a season under review, or in the whole season. Thierry Henry also having 20 assists, and then Bruno Fernandes equaled it in the last 2 games. And then now in the last game of the Premier League, Bruno Fernandes is now the Premier League record holder, 21 assists in the league. That is a brilliant achievement. That is, a sublime achievement. That is mind-blowing achievement for Bruno Fernandes, bro. Top player out there for Bruno Fernandes. Look at where Manchester United were in the Premier League, where they came from, and then where they are right now. And look at the impact of Bruno Fernandes. I think 8 goals and then 21 assists for Bruno Fernandes. He is the reason why Manchester United are playing Champions League next season. Playmaker award goes to Bruno Fernandes. He has won the Premier League Player of the Season. He will win the Premier League PFA Player of the Season. So he has also won the Football Writers Association Player of the Season. So Bruno Fernandes, he's just sweeping the awards left, right, center. Erling Braut Haaland also won the Golden Boots for the Premier League. David Raya also won the Golden Gloves for Arsenal, or for himself, in the Premier League. Now Arsenal has done something brilliant achievement by Arsenal. They won the Premier League with 0 red cards. Yes, when you look at their defense, the way they defended, the way they were playing, the way they were, even in the corner. See how they were, worrying people, worrying goalkeepers in their, 18-yard box and all of that. And they had 0 red cards in the Premier League, and they also considered 0 penalties in the Premier League. That is a brilliant achievement for Arsenal, especially the defense. Top defensive game out there. So Piero Hincapié, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, Gabriel Mosquera, and all the boys. Brilliant shout outs to them. Lewis Skelly, brilliant shout outs to them in the season under review. So Arsenal has also done really, really well. Of course, we have praised them. Congratulations to them. They should enjoy, enjoy. And you have Champions League final to play. So go out there and go and do great. Now let's come to the Chelsea. The Chelsea problems. We need to have a conversation about Chelsea. If you are a Chelsea fan, yes, you know that this content was coming. We need to have a conversation about Chelsea. Now, there is this notion, there is this, perception out there that Xabi Alonso is coming. Of course, Chelsea are sitting 10th on the league log. They are not playing Europe. And of course, Chelsea didn't deserve to play European competition this season. No, Chelsea didn't deserve to play an European competition this season. So, 10th, that is where we deserve, and that is where we are, and I'm not going to fight it, because even our key player was looking like a messenger. He was looking like a stranger in a team. So Chelsea didn't deserve to play any European competition this season. And of course, the perception out there that Xabi Alonso is coming, the Chelsea players are good, the Chelsea squad is good, and therefore Xabi Alonso doesn't need any major signings to get this Chelsea team to go forward. It's a false narrative out there. Just look at the Chelsea team. Look at the Chelsea team very well. Average players all over. Chelsea would need like 6-7 players if we want to compete for the Champions League slot next season. Even the Champions League slot, if you want to compete next season, we will need like 6 players or 7 players, top players. And when I say averagely, or when I say minimum, these are top players. We need to bring in top players. Want top players, and experienced players to be able to make the Champions League next season. Don't lie to yourself that the Chelsea squad is good. See, this Chelsea squad is an average squad. Just look at the Chelsea team. It's an average squad. Look at the defense. Shambolic defense. Even look at the goalkeeping, or look at the goalkeeper. If Chelsea want to compete, Robert Sanchez shouldn't be at number 1. And this, I have no vendetta against Robert Sanchez, right? But if Chelsea wants to move forward, Chelsea wants to compete, Robert Sanchez shouldn't be a goalkeeper. And of course, people have been talking about this. But yes, if you are a Chelsea fan, you wouldn't agree. But if you sit there, you analyze the Chelsea situation very well, Robert Sanchez shouldn't be our number 1 goalkeeper. Malo Gusto shouldn't be starting for Chelsea in next season. Chelsea need a 2 top centre back next season to be able to compete. Badiashile should leave Chelsea. Desasi should leave Chelsea. Wesley Fofana should leave Chelsea. I mean, if you are a top team and your go-to centre back is Wesley Fofana, bro, you have a big problem. You have a big problem. Chelsea needs wingers. Chelsea needs right wingers, left wingers going into next season. Getting shouldn't be a Chelsea, winger. Garnacho shouldn't be a Chelsea, winger next season. A lot of things are going on. And then, Enzo Fernandez is leaving Chelsea. If you look at how he was doing, he was waving the fans and all of that. Bro, let me tell you, Chelsea are in a deep shit right now. They need to sell. Because now you didn't get any Champions League money. You are not going to get any Champions League money to sort of record it in your books. So you will need to sell a big player. You need a big income to be able to make big signings. Because if Chelsea are saying they are going to make, experience signing, they are going to bring in top players, they need to sell big to be able to bring in big. So that is why I think Enzo Fernandez has 80% chance of leaving Chelsea this summer. He is leaving Chelsea this summer. Don't worry, he's leaving. And I will not fault Enzo Fernandez for leaving Chelsea. He's taking around £180,000 in Chelsea. A top player like Enzo Fernandez, he can go to Real Madrid and command €350,000 per week. He can go to Manchester City and command £300,000 a week. Look at what Semenyo is on. Actually, Semenyo, 200 and something thousand euros per week. and Enzo Fernandez is sitting Chelsea. You are not giving him trophies. You are not giving him, Champions League football. You are not giving him anything. You are not giving him any award. You are not propelling him to be, among the best midfielders in world football. And you are giving him 180,000. Bro, that's so selfish of Chelsea. So if Chelsea want to move forward, Chelsea should be able to, make a room to be paid big for these players. So Enzo Fernandez will be leaving Chelsea now. Xabi Alonso, you have a big job ahead of you. You have a big job ahead of you. And unfortunately for you, this is a Chelsea team that you are coming even after sitting 10th or even after, finishing 10th in the Premier League. The fans will not have patience for you next season. That is Chelsea, and that is the DNA of Chelsea. The fans, they don't have time for you. So you coming in as a Chelsea, coach, or as a Chelsea manager, you are even a manager, you are not even a coach, you are a manager. You coming in as a Chelsea manager, make sure you get your signings right. Make sure you hit the ground running, because when next season starts, bro, no one is going to have time for you. That is football. Chelsea have a lot of players coming. In as much as we need to ship out players, Chelsea also have a lot of players coming. Emmanuel Emega is coming. Valentino Banco is coming. Giovanni Quenda is coming. Mike Pendes is coming. So the boys is like, we have a pool of players that we need to, pick from. And we have to ship out at least 10 players out from Chelsea. So if you are a Chelsea fan, just join me in this conversation. Click on the subscribe button and press the post notification bell. Drop all your comment down below. What do you think about Chelsea going into next season? What is next for Chelsea after finishing 10th on the league log, no having any European competition? Will be playing virtually one game a week next season. Drop all your comment down below. Let me know what is next for Chelsea, what is next for Xabi Alonso, and then I will see you in the next video. I am back. This is Kobo Sports Room, and this has been a Premier League / Chelsea content for you. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourselves, and peace.